Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. This is the 90 Degree Show brought to you by the Marching Podcast and Blog Talk Radio. I'm your official Marching Podcast announcer, David Thompson, and here's your host, the Phantom Podcaster himself, Joe Beard.
All right. Good evening and welcome to the 90 Degree Show. I'm your host, Joe Beard, and happy to be of service for you tonight. Today is August 25th, 2013, 5 o'clock on the West Coast and 8 o'clock on the East Coast. It's football season, and it's time for the bands. It's time for the show. At the end of the broadcast, if you decide you like the show, then we appreciate a donation to the network if you feel so in your heart, of course. Just log into themarchingpodcast.com, click on the donate button to help improve the show and help build our scholarship fund. Tonight, we welcome our panel to keep the conversation going through this next 60 minutes and to hear more insight from all around the country about the games that we're going to be hearing from. We have our 2013 panel of experts here on the phone with us. First, we have Rashad Waters, founder and owner of Block Band Music. What's going on, Rashad?
What's up? I'm the owner.
That's right, the owner. That's
owner.
Right. The owner. That's what's up, man. And a proud graduate. We chopped it up with him, proud graduate of Hampton University as well. We also have Tyrone McCullum, one of the figureheads in the Mount Rushmore, so to speak, of the marching 8 to 5 guys, as I always like to refer to them. We chopped it up with them as well. What's going on this evening, Tyrone?
Not much. Glad to be here. Just happy and living, man.
I heard that, man. Appreciate you, your time for being here, representing South Carolina State, of course. We also have the great Troy Milton. Troy Milton representing the D, of course, the Detroit, and my crab brother representing Jackson State. What's going on, Troy?
What's going on, Joe? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, and I think we got Maurice here. It's always a 601. Maurice, is that you?
Yeah, it's me, man. What's up? What's going on?
What's going on, Maurice? We just went live. We have the great Maurice Bailey representing Jackson State as well, the pride of Provine, as I like to refer to him. And y'all check out some tapes, if ever possible, of 1998 Jackson State versus Tennessee State. That was Maurice. And that would be a good introduction of Maurice. So what's going on tonight, Maurice?
I'm doing good, man. How about you?
I'm doing all right, man. Glad that y'all all here. I want to say that we all have an all-male panel, but would welcome any female band heads to call in or even be a part of our panel and be a part of the conversation. Actually, we prefer it so we can have some female voices, so we can have a more diverse group for a conversation. But again, don't be bashful and call in 718-664-6025. That's 718-664-6025. It's a Marching Podcast 90 Degree Show 2013. We want to go ahead and list our sponsors and play those commercials because we have a good in-depth conversation this evening about what we want to see here in 2013. So let's go ahead and hear from our sponsors. Tonight's show is brought to you by Liquid Effects Photography, Block Band Music, that's Rashad, bandhead.org, Universal Credit Sources, and Big Deal Fundraising. Let's take the time to hear from them now.
What if there was a Facebook for bands? Wait a minute, there is. Bandhead.org. Bandhead.org is a social network for HBCU show bands. You can create your own profile and post videos, photos, and comments on bandhead.org. Need somewhere to post events, audition schedules, job postings? Check out bandhead.org. Are you recruiting for talent? Go to bandhead.org. And coming this fall, hbcubands.com. Write that down, hbcubands.com. Attention high school directors and alumni. Does your band need to raise money to travel, buy instruments, or uniforms? Are you looking to raise money to help your band? Well, Big Deal Fundraising is rapidly becoming one of the largest distributors of fundraising products in the industry. Big Deal is based in New York City and ships anywhere in the United States, offering quality products, fast delivery, and innovative consultation that will help you meet your fundraising goals. Call today at 855-244-4430 or visit us at BigDealFundraisingUSA.com. Big Deal Fundraising, your fundraising partner for your band or music ensemble. Block Band is a minority-owned music business that you can think of as your assistant band director. We help grow your musicians with a great selection of traditional concert band music. Then we back up their performance with necessities like reeds, oil, drum heads, drumsticks, and mallets. Finally, we outfit your players and auxiliary in shoes, spats, and gloves that match our precise custom drills. Got band? If so, then Block Band's got you. Check blockbandmusic.com or call us at 919-698-2560. That's blockbandmusic.com, 919-698-2560. Having an anniversary party, birthday party, or better yet, you're about to marry that special someone? Liquid Effects Photography is the perfect choice to immortalize all your most special moments. With 10 years of dependable professional service that can deliver from the conventional to the best in cutting-edge technology and creativity. Come experience the uniqueness of Liquid Effects Photography. We serve the entire upper Midwest and will travel further upon request. Come check us out at liquideffects.com. That's LIQUIDEFFEX.com. Or call us at 773-454-5556. That's 773-454-5556. Is your credit score keeping you from buying a home, a car, starting a business, or getting a job? Is your score keeping you from living the life you want? Well, look no further than Universal Credit Sources. UCS can help with charge-offs, collections, late payments, bankruptcy, foreclosure, debt settlement, tax liens, and more. Our program is affordable with results in as little as 40 days. Call now for your free 10-minute consultation with Senior Credit Analyst and Loan Officer Angie B. Call her direct line at 469-362-9904. That's 469-362-9904. Or check out the website at universalcreditsources.com. Universal Credit Sources for anything that's hurting your credit score.
Okay, we're back live, and we're ready to start this conversation. We want to always thank to our sponsors to help improve the show and help build our scholarship fund. Again, you're welcome to call in at 718-664-6025. Just help with the organization of tonight. We're going to be looking at the upcoming year through the composite football schedules for the four major conferences. That's the CIAA, the MEAC, the SWAC, and the SEAC. And that's the CIAC. You can't forget about the see, I done messed up already. SIAC. And oh man, that's best. The SIAC, showing love. SIAC, much love. We picked out the battles that we most excited about to see this year. If you, the listener, know about any battle or any battle of the bands that you may know about that's going on outside of halftime, go ahead and call us so you can let us know. Also, I saw someone from the 504 area code. If Garrett, I know that Garrett the Edge 1 is going to be calling in. So if that was you, man, you can always call back in and hit us up. Be part of our conversation. We wanted to map out the 2013 so people can keep their ear to the street. We'll also be following the 8 to 5 guys as they film, what they produce. We'll definitely be hearing some of that tonight. And all the other, shout out to all the other independent filmmakers there. It's always just putting something on their phone and just putting something on their YouTube page. We'll try to, show you some love this evening. Show you some love at the time of the game, so we can give our analysis. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's break it down by conference. Maurice, I'm going to go ahead and start with you if you don't mind. And let's see here. Let's go ahead and tackle the SIAC. Y'all want to talk a little bit about the SIAC? I know all it's right. We can go ahead and just go ahead and get that out the way. Looking at the composite schedule, and y'all, wherever you are across the land, you can always check out the www.thesiac.com for what we're looking for. We're looking under the men's sports football and the composite football schedule. Just checking out some things. I know usually the schools that kind of jump out at you are like Miles and Kentucky State. Morehouse is a part of this conference. Albany State, Tuskegee, Clark Atlanta, Benedict, Fort Valley State, Stillman College. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting somebody else. Lane. I know Lane is a part of it. I think there's a Concordia school that's a part of the SIAC, but they don't have a band or anything like that.
I think they do have a band, actually.
Really?
I think they
okay.
Yeah, I think it's not very old, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, because I think they're in Alabama from what I see, because it's saying Concord Selma College, so it's in Alabama. I mean, it would be believable if they do. So if anyone knows about that, go ahead and school us. Go ahead and drop us in and let us know. So I'll go ahead and throw it out anyway, because who knows about the SIAC. Maurice, you have any exciting games that you thinking about the SIAC this year?
No, I don't. Well, let me say this before we get started. I realized in doing this, I didn't realize I knew I was biased, but I think I pinpointed just how biased I really am. About the conferences, the black colleges, not to say I don't respect everybody, but, it's kind of hard when you come from a type of background I come from and where I grew up, and I guess I'm just swept to my heart. But, I could talk about the programs that I respect, the programs that have come up. And, of course, those particular programs would be the ones that if I were to go to an SIAC game, those are the only bands I would like to see. I have a sister that went to Albany State, but I wasn't really – I've never been really impressed by their band program, but some of the come-up schools that I kind of felt like were doing okay was like Miles and Stillman College, of course. Mm-hmm. We had a guy that was Trump Funk that went down, that was from Tuscaloosa, that actually, about 5 or 6 years ago, kind of helped them with their little band program, because I don't think they've been in operation too long. But I guess if I had to pick one out of there, I'd probably really like to see Miles in person, because I haven't seen him in a while, like Miles, and probably to see them play Stillman. That is, of course, going to be an Alabama game until they play each other.
Yeah, that's dead on. Troy, what do you think about the SIAC? Oh, well, you know what? Let me go ahead and introduce right quick. Garrett, is that you? Because we got a call from the 504 area code. Okay, we must have lost him. We must have had some technical difficulties. All right, Troy, go ahead, man.
All right, I'm going to tell you the game that I wouldn't mind seeing, and I actually might go because it's in Cleveland on September 21st, is the Tuskegee-Winston-Salem game. Neither one of them are just known as powerhouse bands, but, of course, Tuskegee is a decent band program, and Winston-Salem is as well. So it's kind of close in the neighborhood, and that's about as good as it's going to get up here, up north. So I might go check that game out. Other than that, I'm real excited about Lane, because Lane College just hired a new band director, and it's my boy Chad. He was from Detroit, and their assistant band director is my boy Kaz from Detroit. So they're getting started this year, and I'm really excited. Those two guys are both musical gurus, and I'm excited about what they're going to do in the coming season. So I wouldn't mind seeing that Lane Miles game on October 24th.
Okay, that's what's up, man. The D is just always putting out a lot of good musical educators. You guys, it's a lot of folks, of course, be flooding Jackson State from Detroit. But it's a trip to hear about, so many people actually now, as we grown now, like actually filling in those band director roles at these other colleges as well. I think you said one time, Melvin was teaching somewhere, Troy, like at some other school, or some of Melvin's students or something like that.
Yeah, some of Melvin's students are down, some are everywhere, but I know he's got a couple of guys at Livingstone now.
Livingstone, okay. Yeah, man.
Last year, one of them was a drum major over there last year.
Okay. That's what's up, man. That's always exciting to hear. Rashad, what's going on with you, man? How do you feel about the SIAC, and what games are you looking forward to?
Can I pass on that question?
I like to use a lifeline, please. No, man, I just don't. No disrespect to them. I just don't really know the conference like that. I'm gonna do my research though, man, and by the next time we have our preseason call, I'll be ready to talk about the CA.
And it's real, and it's real. You know what I'm saying? Because I messed up saying the conference. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it is as far as when it comes to bands. You know, that's why we wanted to go ahead and get this conference out the way first. But it is getting better. You know what I'm saying? You know, Miles, we had Miles on the show last year, you know, representing, doing their thing. Morehouse has tried to do their thing. They came out to L.A. a couple of years ago, and they were just all right. But you know, it's on the come up. But, you know what I'm saying, I'm glad that you guys are being honest about this because, you know, I don't want to just spit all these facts, you know what I'm saying, but we want to just give the listener and the world a real, the ear to the street of, you know, what we talk about it and, you know, our community as far as bands go. And the SEAC is just for. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? 718-664-6025. The 90 Degree Show, brought to you by the Martian Podcast and Blog Talk Radio. Thanks for listening. Tyrone, what's going on, man? How do you feel about, you know, the SIAC, and are there any games that the 8 to 5 guys are looking forward to in that conference?
Personally, I've never really had too many interactions with that conference other than Benedict College. Being from South Carolina State, we've played them quite a few times. As far as games that I'm looking forward to, possibly Benedict versus Virginia State. This game has been moved to East Rutherford, New Jersey now for the Urban League Classic now.
Okay.
So now they're going to get a chance to kind of get their names known outside of their respective states and areas. That's the only band I've seen as of late, and they've been kind of making a few strides here or there. But like everybody else, I pretty much know Miles and some of the other smaller bands over the years, and it's just, I wish that they would get a little more shine than they have in the past, and hopefully that's what we'll do. What school doing what we do.
Maurice asked, what school was that? Or you just talk about the conference in general?
Yeah.
You know, what school y'all looking for? You say you wish they got more exposure.
Pretty much all of them, because like a lot of people don't. Clark for a while used to have a lot of media presence around them as far as their performances, but over the years they kind of lost their presence. Benedict, not so much. Miles picked up a lot of presence around 2004 in the media when that was pretty much their big outbreak year. But other than that, it's been a quiet conference. Nobody's really seen too much out of them.
Yeah, and that's the truth, man. They're on the come up. You know, to me, I was excited about, you know, Miles and Albany State last year. That was like one of my favorite battles. But there are some battles, you know, I'm sure that, you know, like you said, we just got to get out there. Hopefully some folks from the SIAC are listening and can call and represent. We do have a caller. Garrett, if you can hear me, man, you got like a lot of feedback. So like, let me know. I'm going to check you in a second. But we do have a caller from the 601 area code, I'm sure representing Jacktown. Caller, give us your name and where you're calling from and what games you're looking for this year.
Actually, this is Ollie Liddell. I'm not from Jackson, but I live in Memphis now.
What's going on, Ollie, man? What's going on, man? This is the Ollie Liddell, another one of the illustrious Jackson State Sonic Boomers. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you doing this morning? Good afternoon.
I'm doing all right, man. So, yeah, go ahead and speak your mind, Ollie, man.
All of that, yeah.
You got the floor, man.
I'm good. How you guys doing out there?
Real
right,
good, man.
Up,
I think that Joe is stacking the deck, man. How many Jackson State people we got on here? 6?
Yeah, I'm starting to
get 3. It's just 3.
Keep my guard up over here, you know. Gotta represent this one-on-one. It's the one-on-one here, man.
I mean,
my SDSU folks, y'all need y'all.
All over the place, you know.
That's what's up. So,
okay,
Ollie,
I'm
what's
coming
up, man?
in late. So, what's the topic of discussion here?
Oh, Ollie, I know the topic. It's the 2013 battle preview. What battles? We're actually in the middle of discussing the SIAC. We were talking about battles that we were talking about out of the particular conference, but it doesn't matter. What particular games are you looking forward to this year, man?
I'm looking forward to any game Jackson State is involved in, obviously. But,
oh, God.
Particularly our biggest out-of-state rivals, Tennessee State and Southern. Southern Heritage Classic is in next month, coming up soon.
Wait, man, you don't change all conferences altogether.
Yeah, well, it's all good.
Come on,
I'm gonna just let the callers call in. You know what I'm saying? Just go off key. We just gonna stick on the structure, man. So, plus,
as far as that's always a good battle between Jackson State and Southern. Tennessee State's a good battle. Obviously, there are good battles in all of HBCU bands. It's always good to go and listen, but those are the two that I'm most interested in, simply because it's just big games, a large crowd, 60,000 plus every year, both, and it's the biggest rivalry, out-of-state rivalry for Jackson State.
Well, that's what's up, Ollie, man. I appreciate the call, man. This is also Dr. Liddell's daughter, our precious band director there when we were there marching. So, we really appreciate the call, man. It's good to hear from you. Good to hear your voice, man. I ain't heard that voice in a while, man.
Yeah, man.
That's what's up, man. So it's good to hear from you. I know I'll be hitting you up, bro.
Okay. Well.
That's what's up, man. 718-664-6025. Good to hear from Ollie. He's starting to sound like Dr. Liddell a little bit for a second. He's starting to sound like, you know what I'm saying? We're moving with the SIAC. Somebody got some feedback. Let me see here. Who is that? We got a little feedback here. Let me see. Is this the Edge here? Let me see. Garrett, is that you? Hello, Garrett. Are you there? Yeah, we must be having some difficulties with Louisiana going on. That's another area code going on. Must be something going on. But anyone keep calling in 718-664-6025. We appreciate the call. We were in the middle of talking of the SIAC. I guess I can go ahead and just wrap that up. I was just looking forward to, of course, like I said, Miles and Albany State. I was crunk about that game last year, and really kind of, I guess Miles and Albany State are the two that I'm looking forward to. Kentucky State, I was kind of expecting more from them last year, but I didn't. Yeah, so I'm not really excited about them. Morehouse is the same way, and Tuskegee, it's kind of like whatever. Stillman, they could be talking about something. I guess Fort Valley State and Benedict maybe on. It looks like September the 28th. That may be something, but definitely, but Miles and Albany State as far as the SIAC. And I guess we can wrap that up. Let me go ahead and play a sponsor, a couple of our commercials from our sponsors here. And the next conference we'll be talking about is the CIAA. So all the CIAA fans and all you people out there listening, go ahead and give us a call and let us know about the precious CIAA. And, too bad we're not talking about basketball because, we be talking to the Al-Bashar first probably. But, we talking about football here. So you guys be ready to call in, and we're going to take this time now to hear from our sponsors.
Having an anniversary party, birthday party, or better yet, you're about to marry that special someone? Liquid Effects Photography is the perfect choice to immortalize all your most special moments. With 10 years of dependable professional service that can deliver from the conventional to the best in cutting-edge technology and creativity. Come experience the uniqueness of Liquid Effects Photography. We serve the entire upper Midwest and will travel further upon request. Come check us out at liquideffects.com. That's LIQUIDEFFEX.com. Or call us at 773-454-5556. That's 773-454-5556. Is your credit score keeping you from buying a home, a car, starting a business, or getting a job? Is your score keeping you from living the life you want? Well, look no further than Universal Credit Sources. UCS can help with charge-offs, collections, late payments, bankruptcy, foreclosure, debt settlement, tax liens, and more. Our program is affordable with results in as little as 40 days. Call now for your free 10-minute consultation with Senior Credit Analyst and Loan Officer Angie B. Call her direct line at 469-362-9904. That's 469-362-9904. Or check out the website at universalcreditsources.com. Universal Credit Sources for anything that's hurting your credit score.
All right, we're back, and we appreciate your call, 718-664-6025. This is the 90 Degree Show, brought to you by Blog Talk Radio and the Marching Podcast. Thanks for listening. We're moving right along into the CIAA conference. Conference I marched in back in the day for Johnson C. Smith. Great year in 1996, and let's see here. We did have, I think we were having a couple people from Smith calling in, but it may be a little bit late. But it's all good. We'll go ahead and jump into this conference. Rashad, I'll start with you since you over there on the East Coast. Is there anybody from the CIAA that you're looking forward to this year?
Yeah, man. So 2 years ago at the the National High School Marching Band Competition, Livingstone College came down and they tore the place apart. Nobody was prepared for what they did. I mean, it was amazing, man. I mean, it was incredible. It was like a really small slack band, but sounded awesome. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're going to do this year. Last year I didn't see them, so I don't know if they still got that fire. But this year, hopefully, they'll be doing some things. I checked out their schedule. They got Johnson C. Smith coming up on the 7th, so that's going to be, depends on how Smith is looking, that might be interesting. Edward Waters, so that's going to be, I think, a great battle for them. We all saw Edward Waters at the Honda this past year. And so, seeing Sanders go, correction, we don't know if they're going to go down to Edward Waters because it is in Jacksonville. But if they go, I think it'll be a great battle. You know, Edward Waters is all brass. And, of course, they got the Purple Thunder, which really grabs people's attention, and plus some great arrangements. Other than that, I'm just going to run real fast. They've got a pretty good schedule. They've got bands back to back to back. They've got Lincoln in Pennsylvania. I don't know if they'll be going to that or not. But after that, they've got Virginia Union. They've got a new band director over there, her second year over there, who did a great job at the high school she was at. So I'm interested in seeing what they're going to do. St. Aug is coming up. Shaw, I don't know where they are, but I think they're doing pretty well right now. We all saw Winston at the Honda last year, so that would be pretty good. And then Fayetteville State. So they've got, if they go to Pennsylvania, they've got 9 bands back-to-back, 8 bands back-to-back. That's gonna be good. So that'll be a good time for them.
Okay.
How are the numbers looking over there in Livingstone?
Huh?
The numbers in Livingstone, what kind of numbers they have in their band? Is it bigger than what it used to be back in the day?
Well, 2 years ago when I saw them, they weren't really all that big. I mean, they were probably, I don't know, somewhere between 8 and 10 trombones and probably about 3 or 4 baritones. And I don't remember how many trumpets, maybe 12. It wasn't all that big, but pound for pound, it was definitely one of the best bands of their size I had ever seen in my life.
Yeah, last year they had some good spacing, but I could tell that they were small. Go ahead, Maurice.
No, that's all I wanted to know because I mean, most of the CIAA bands are smaller.
Right.
I know, to tell you the truth, Joe, I had never even wanted to even look or even hear about or even try to do any type of research on Johnson C. Smith until I met you at band camp at Jackson State and you told me where you had been. I was like, wow, really? But I think the only bands that I like out of that conference that I would like to see again and again, I like Virginia State. I've always kind of respected Winston-Salem, especially since Dr. Magruder has gotten down there, even though, it's kind of, I this is my opinion. It's kind of hard to get the sound you want sometimes when you're dealing with the type of budget in recruitment that you can only get only get so many great players or only so many good players, and I think that's needed in certain particular bands. Like you say, CIAA is really 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 known for basketball, and they're not really, in my opinion now, they're not really just top notch known for their bands, so to speak, at their particular schools. Even though they are the oldest, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, CIAA is the oldest black conference, huh?
I think so. I know that the basketball tournament is like over 100 years old.
Yeah, they're the oldest, I believe.
Yeah, it's definitely. Definitely want to do some research. I think we definitely, we were talking about this offline. We probably will have a conference breakdown of each. Just kind of like how ESPN does their, college football live, and they do the whole conference. We'll probably do a conference breakdown just so that, the listener and people who aren't, familiar with, HBCU bands in general, we can break things down for them so they can understand those. Tyrone, are you back on the line with us, man?
Yeah, I'm back, man.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I'll go with you since we had you. What games are you looking forward to, or what are the 8 to 5 guys looking for in the CIAA this year?
We won't be covering any CIAA games, but I think I'm interested in seeing Livingstone and Elizabeth City's band based off of what I saw last year.
Yeah, definitely.
I think they got something going on over there in Elizabeth City that definitely people need to take a look at if they haven't seen them last year. It's all on YouTube, so check it out if you get a chance.
Definitely. I definitely myself. Troy, what do you feel and what you looking for with the CIAA?
When I looked at their composite schedule, I wasn't too impressed with the lineup of games they had in terms of the band matchups for the season. But the only game that I was kind of enthused about was the Johnson C. Smith and Livingstone. I don't know why. I guess because you, my crab brother, went to Johnson C. Smith. But, that kind of intrigued me. I like to see Livingstone pound them into the ground. But in the Virginia State Shaw game, Virginia State, I'm like Maurice, I got a little respect for them, especially their tuba line. Shaw, I could take them or leave them, but I've heard a few clips of them in the past, like 2 years, where they sounded decent, and then I heard some where they sounded slow again. But they got a decent size, so that might be a good game. That one is in both of them are in North Carolina, but those are the only 2 games that even hit my radar when I looked at their schedule. I wasn't too impressed with their football schedule. In terms of the band matchups, football matchups, I have no idea.
Right. Well, I agree with you. I know that because I know T.D. Hollins, we just chopped it up with him. He was a white shirt with me at Johnson C. Smith. He's the director at St. Augustine's now, and they always play Shaw at the end of the year. That's their crosstown rival. So that game, I'm sure, will be exciting. I always look, and I looked on there last year. I do not see Livingstone playing Elizabeth City. I'm like, dang, that's probably the matchup that I actually really, really want to see. I just didn't see it last year, or I'm trying to look through it now. I can't find Elizabeth City playing Livingstone. But I wish that the 2 of them play, because that's like the main thing I would like to see. But y'all hit it just like with the previous conference. Y'all hit the nail on the head. I got much respect for Virginia State, what they've been doing, Harold Horton and everything, and, what Livingstone is doing or what Elizabeth City is doing. So, like, wherever they will be located, I definitely will, be looking forward to them. I agree. I can't remember who brought it up earlier, but the Livingstone Edward Waters game, that would be the bomb. That's definitely something that I would hope they go to, and but that's down in Jacksonville. So and that's actually September 21st, so that's not that far away. So hopefully they do go to that. But those 2 are the the ones that we're looking for. So it looks like we definitely wrapped up the CIAA. So we definitely get into, and we definitely got to push the clock. I'm letting the time get away from me. But definitely the two major conferences, and definitely probably most of the conversations, the MEAC and the SWAC. We'll get to them after this, hearing from our sponsors here. We'll hear from the next two. Well, actually, we're going to hear from the three band sponsors here, and then we'll be talking about the MEAC and the SWAC for the rest of the show. I'm going to go ahead and hear from, looks like someone just called in from the 301 area code. Caller, go ahead and give us your name and where you're calling from.
This is Tyrone again. I got kicked off.
You called from the computer line, and then it was the 301 number, so I was like, okay. Oh, that's what's up. Well, I'm going to go ahead and push these commercials, and then we'll go ahead and talk about the MEAC and the SWAC when we come back.
Awesome.
Attention high school directors and alumni. Does your band need to raise money to travel, buy instruments, or uniforms? Are you looking to raise money to help your band? Well, Big Deal Fundraising is rapidly becoming one of the largest distributors of fundraising products in the industry. Big Deal is based in New York City and ships anywhere in the United States, offering quality products, fast delivery, and innovative consultation that will help you meet your fundraising goals. Call today at 855-244-4430 or visit us at BigDealFundraisingUSA.com. Big Deal Fundraising, your fundraising partner for your band or music ensemble. What if there was a Facebook for bands? Wait a minute, there is. Bandhead.org. Bandhead.org is a social network for HBCU show bands. You can create your own profile and post videos, photos, and comments on Bandhead.org. Need somewhere to post events, audition schedules, job postings? Check out Bandhead.org. Are you recruiting for talent? Go to Bandhead.org. And coming this fall, HBCUbands.com. Write that down, HBCUbands.com. Block Band is a minority-owned music business that you can think of as your assistant band director. We help grow your musicians with a great selection of traditional concert band music. Then we back up their performance with necessities like reeds, oil, drum heads, drumsticks, and mallets. Finally, we outfit your players and auxiliary in shoes, spats, and gloves that match our precise custom drills. Got band? If so, then Block Band's got you. Check blockbandmusic.com or call us at 919-698-2560. That's blockbandmusic.com, 919-698-2560.
Okay, we're back, and we're going to go ahead and push through this time. We're going to go ahead and go right into the MEAC. I'll go ahead and start with you this time, Tyrone. Was there anywhere in there in the MEAC, since this is your home conference, was there anyone in the MEAC that you're excited to hear from? I know other than the 101, but who else are you looking forward to this year from?
The March of Wildcats. With them,
yeah.
Let's go Wildcats. They first game is against Tennessee State in Tennessee this year.
Oh,
that's
wow.
going to be a good game to open the season. And it's during Labor Day weekend, this Sunday, next Sunday, right, coming up. As well as South Carolina State versus A&T in the Atlanta Classic. I think that's going to be an outbreak game. The Dome will never be the same. I think I like the Hampton and A&T coming matchup there. Should be a good one. That's pretty much it. That's on my radar. I'm not sure.
You guys will be at the MEAC SWAC Challenge next week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's featuring FAMU. Yeah. That'll be the first time everybody gets a chance to see the new FAMU, but their new band director and everything, as well as Mississippi Valley, first time on a big stage.
I know, that was really surprising because I thought it was the person that won the previous year, but obviously not because FAM. I don't think they won the MEAC, and I think Pine Bluff won the SWAC. And I won't even get into that, but that's definitely something to think about. Maurice, what are you looking forward to this year from the MEAC conference?
I know that the first game, I believe it's I think it's the weekend after Labor Day. Bethune-Cookman is supposed to do the MEAC SWAC Challenge. That game is probably going to be pretty good. That's going to be between Bethune-Cookman and Mississippi Valley State University. Valley got a big recruitment year going on this year. I'm actually going to go up there. The weekend that they play Jackson State, but they're going to be representing the SWAC in the MEAC SWAC Challenge this year. They have about 225 strong down there at Valley. Probably one of the biggest bands they've had in about 20 years. So I'm really going to be studying them to see what's going to become of that. But I'm sure that they tried to put in that big recruitment because they knew they were going to be a part of the MEAC SWAC Challenge thing this year, and I guess trying to get close to Bethune-Cookman's numbers. But I think Bethune-Cookman is one of the top two best bands in the whole MEAC. Everybody has their own opinion, but I'm just going to go and put it out there. I think that they do a great job precision-wise. Those guys, man, they look like I'm telling you, man, they look like a picture. I'm talking about the fat people, the skinny people, the short people. I mean, the people that got their bow-leg folks, the slew-footed people. Everybody moves the same. When they do dance routines, man, they look like robots, man. And it's just, I have to take my hands off to them. So, I like real quick.
If I can interject real quick, Bethune is awesome, but they're not in the SWAC MEAC Challenge. That's FAM.
No, I think it's FAM.
Yeah.
Well, that's your opinion. I'm glad FAM is back in the game. I believe that's coming back. I believe FAM is back in the game this year. So we're going to see what they have to offer. From what I saw on the internet about FAM, it looks like their numbers are not as big as they were before the mishap that I don't like to get into because they publicized it so much and people talk about it so much. I'd like to just let that man rest in peace. But I'm glad FAM is back in the game, man. I'm not a FAM hater, but I've just seen Bethune-Cookman do some things within the past few years, even before FAM was out there. You got to give it to them.
Yeah.
Those people they follow, they doing it. They doing it, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. What about you, Troy? Who are you looking for from the MEAC?
My MEAC picks for this year are pretty cliche, and my biggest one is the Florida Classic with FAMU and Bethune-Cookman. Anybody that listened last year know I was big on Bethune-Cookman last year. They was my all-around favorites last year. And I'm interested to see that rivalry, spark back up. Other than that, it's not actually a MEAC game. It's a half MEAC, half whatever, but that's the Tennessee State Bethune-Cookman game. I'm looking forward to that. And because TSU really came up last year with the new director, they sound better, they look a hell of a lot better, and I think that's going to be an excellent matchup in Nashville on October 1st. Other than that, the smaller bands, I wouldn't mind seeing that Savannah State-Fort Valley State game. Two smaller bands that might have that might be a good matchup. They might be kind of evenly paired, in my opinion.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I them are all my picks, Troy. So I definitely agree. And another thing I thought about too, there are some people on YouTube, and I don't know them just offhand, and I'm scared to try to open up another browser and I lose something. But I know that there are some guys that tape like Savannah State and those SEAC games. So they are out there. We just like you said, it's just what we're looking forward to. So the people out there listening, you can go on YouTube and see it and check it out. We got a caller from the 504 area code. Caller, give us your name and where you calling from this evening.
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah, the 504. Is it you from the 504 area code?
Yeah.
What's up, man?
What's going on, man? Chris Herrero from New Orleans, Louisiana, band director in the Carr High School.
Okay, welcome.
Hey.
Thank you.
So, who you looking for do this year?
As far as college-wise, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. I've seen from the clips that I've seen on the internet. I've seen substantial growth in a lot of programs. Of course, I'm looking forward to seeing, in my opinion, the top two bands in the SWAC, Jackson State and Southern. Looking forward to seeing Mississippi Valley. I've seen they've increased in numbers. I'm very interested to see how they improve from last season as well as Alcorn. I'm really interested in seeing Texas Southern as well. That's all I've seen so far on the internet. But I think it's going to be a good year for all college bands.
Yeah, man, I totally agree. I seen those same bands too on the internet. Those are the only ones that I've seen the 2013 versions of. You know, there's some people that have posted like Bandcamp. Someone has posted the merge, and when I refer to the merge, that's when at Jackson State when the freshmen merge up with the upperclassmen. Someone posted that, and I also saw Texas Southern and Mississippi Valley State, all loud. You know, all of them loud. So again, man, we really appreciate the call. You said you were a band director at what high school there in New Orleans?
At Nacar High School in New Orleans.
Okay. We definitely appreciate the call, man. I definitely have to send you a shout out. We are always interested in talking to band directors, especially from the New Orleans area. So we appreciate your call this evening. 718-664-6025. This is the 90 Degree Show brought to you by the Martian Podcast and Blog Talk Radio. Rashad, I know it's your turn, man. Who are you looking forward to in the Great MEAC?
All right, man. Let's do this. All right. So number one, we got three schools that everybody wants to talk about this year in the MEAC. Number one is A&T. People saw the performance of A&T at the Honda Battle of Bands this year and were completely blown away. Many people thought that they had the very best show there. They were kind of like a best-kept secret. A lot of people were not even familiar with A&T like that, so to see them really throw down, people were impressed. And I think they're going to be looking to see, can A&T keep it up? Because they've continued to break the fight. A lot of people saw the Sprite Battle of the Bands a couple of years back, which was, in my opinion, one of the best college halftime shows I've ever seen. It was a great show. So people want to see if A&T is still going to be doing it. So they've got South Carolina State on October the 5th. I think that's going to be the game for them. I know they've got FAMU on October the 26th. I doubt that they're going to make it. It will be interesting to see them against, of course, Hampton, Savannah State, and North Carolina Central. But that South Carolina State game is in Georgia, and I think it's going to be awesome. You take two bands and take them out of their area and put them in a major stadium. That's always cool. Second band to talk about is Bethune-Cookman. They've got September 1st, Tennessee State. That battle against Tennessee State last year was just phenomenal. One of the best fifth quarters I've ever seen, man. And so I think it's going to be great again this year. Once again, we've got Howard, we've got Savannah State, and on October the 26th, we've got South Carolina State. I think that's going to be a good matchup. You know, two bands similar size. I think that's going to go really well. Of course, they've got after that Central. Then they've got Norfolk State, and they've got Hampton. Central is in Durham. They might make that. I don't know if Norfolk or Hampton will come. I've never known, in particular, Hampton to go down there. I think Norfolk has at least been down to FAM before, but I don't know if they'll ever go down to Daytona Beach. Who knows? And, of course,
they went last year.
Okay, good. And then, of course, they've got FAMU at the end. I'm going to talk about that when I get to FAMU. So FAMU, I didn't really know that they were in the Classic, the MEAC SWAC Classic. I really don't know what Mississippi Valley State's looking like this year, but I'm thankful that FAM is going to have the opportunity to play them first before they play against Tennessee State, because, personally honest, I think that they're going to get killed by Tennessee State. I mean, that's just it. Tennessee State is going to smash them. I mean, because Tennessee State hasn't missed a step, you know, where FAMU is having to rebuild over again. So FAMU's going to catch that L there.
That's a good point.
But they're going to have, I think, all year in order to rebuild, because I don't think they're going to see another band personally until November the 9th with South Carolina State. And so that's going to be good. And then, you know, it's proven time at the very last game of the season, November the 23rd in Orlando against Bethune-Cookman. We're really going to see what Mr. Young is capable of and what the band is able to do.
Okay, that's what's up. If someone have something in the background, I'm starting to hear something. Just whoever it is, either like mute the background or just whatever, starting like a vacuum cleaner or something. I'm starting to catch a feedback. Starting to catch a feedback from somebody. Okay, yeah, that helped. So that's cool. Troy basically had my picks. but basically, kind of like Rashad, I'm looking forward to seeing what's up with FAM, how they bounce back, and Bethune-Cookman definitely. You know, they won the best overall band last year, and South Carolina State. I'm always interested in South Carolina State because of what happened in 1996 against Johnson C. Smith. It's just you know, one of the best moments of my life. You know, because they really slept on us. I mean, I would have slept on Smith too. You know what I'm saying? But wow, you know. So I'm gonna always look forward to South Carolina State. Definitely FAM, South Carolina State, because you know, back in the day when I was in school, that was like the blood rivalry. You know, and definitely, I guess we all agree on the the Bethune and Tennessee State. I mean, that's killer to be the first game of the year. That's crazy. But I'm definitely going to be looking forward to that. And anybody from Norfolk, you know, just because of Mr. Adams. And I think William Bethea is still there at Norfolk State, too. And they were 2 R band directors there at Jackson State in 97. So definitely looking forward to Norfolk State and, you know, those other schools. So it looks like we all agree with those as well. We got rid of all the sponsors, the sponsorship commercials, so we could go right into the SWAC and talk about some of the interesting matchups there with the SWAC as well. We had Ollie call in earlier, and he already gave, you know, the Jackson State Southern game, which is probably going to be on the docket for everybody. I'm going to start with you, Maurice, and dealing with the SWAC. Who are you looking forward to this year in the SWAC?
I'm looking forward to a whole lot of games, man. I didn't look up any dates like Rashad did, so I can't quote dates like that and put out the dates for the people I wish I had of. But of course, the Jackson State and Southern game is got to be the most talked about game. It's going to be in Baton Rouge this year. It's going to be at the end of September. The only thing is that whenever it's in Baton Rouge, it's not as, in my opinion, it's better when it's in Jackson because of the stadium and because they sit directly across from each other in the stadium. Southern kind of puts them into, well, you know this. They put the bands in like a cattle corner position where you can't hear them right on. A lot of people don't talk about this game simply because they don't realize that I guess it's not so much the game as it is the battle. Every single Thanksgiving Day weekend, which is the Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving, I think Thanksgiving will be like November 28th this year, the Bayou Classic, I just truly believe this, and other people might not believe it, but you just got to experience it to know. I think the Bayou Classic is one of the oldest black classics, but, man, I'm telling you, I think that any bandsman, if you're anywhere and you could ever fly from any part of the country and you are a black young bandsman, be it female or male, you should experience the Bayou Classic Battle of the Bands. It's between Southern University Band and Grambling State University Band. And, man, they have like 25,000 people in that Superdome looking at 2 bands battle. It is an experience that you just can't. I mean, I've been to Battle of the Bands all my life, some all over the country, but this has got to be the biggest Battle of the Bands as far as population of people ever. And so I'm going this year. I've got friends. We already got a hotel room together. Simply because it's one of those battles that happens Friday night before the game. Now, a lot of people, you know, go to the game, but the game is normally, you know, it's just not the exciting thing. No more, not as much as the band battle itself on Friday. So I'm looking forward to that.
It definitely is a cultural experience going down there. You know, it's just more than the game. You know what I mean? We actually got a couple of callers come in. We have someone from the 504 area code. Caller from the 504 area code, give us your name and where you're calling from and who you're looking forward to in 2013.
What's up, Joe?
What's going on, man? Is this Garrett?
The one and only, the Edge One.
What's up, man? What's going on, man? We've been having some technical difficulties getting you on the line. What's up? We're glad you're on the line, man.
Man, no problem. You know I had to call in right quick.
Yeah, man. Well, go ahead and jump in. Let me get this other caller because it's 202. I'm not sure exactly who it is. Let me hear from them because we're gonna keep you all. Caller from the 202 area code. Give us your name and who you looking forward to this year, 2013.
My name is Steve, and I'm just looking forward to some great musicianship. I don't care what band it is. I just want to sound good and play the hell out their instruments. That's all.
Hey, Steve Johnson, what's going on, Steve? Man, I was looking for you, man.
How you doing? Sorry about that, man. I had a fantasy draft thing going on.
Yeah, actually, we had the same one. You talking about with Tyreek's, man? Yeah, I had to just log off, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I appreciate you getting on the call, man. You know, I needed somebody, you know, to represent Smith. You know, White Shirts 96. You know, everybody pretty much got the jokes out the way about Smith already. So, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
It's all good, man. But, Garrett, you on the phone now. We talking about the SWAC. Who are you looking forward to hearing from on the SWAC this year, man?
Besides Southern, of course, I'm really after the merge clip, I really want to see Jackson State, and I think I'm gonna go to the Tulane game this Thursday, and to see them. And also, I want to see Texas Southern. After last year, they had their little down year and the suspension and all that, so I'm excited to see how they bounce back this year.
Okay, that's what's up, man. I definitely saw. Yeah, I think it was Texas Southern. They got a clip on Facebook, and shout out to the people on Facebook that have those band pages that post those clips, so you know we can see all of that stuff. Is somebody on an elevator or something? I'm hearing some click, some beeping. Just whoever you are, just like mute the background or something. Steve, what's up, man? Steve, I gotta ask you, man, is there anybody in the SWAC that you looking forward to seeing or hearing from this year?
The SWAC?
Yeah, the great SWAC, man.
Oh, wow. Would that be with Jackson State and Southern and them?
Yeah, Jackson State Southern and them.
Oh, yeah. You know, y'all always that South is really famous for real strong horn, that brass. So I pretty much anything out of there. But you guys, of course, Jackson State, definitely you guys, Southern always, you know, known to bring it. So yeah, definitely looking for you those two schools. See what they got.
Well, I appreciate that, man, because you know now we actually have the true East Coast representing D.C., you know what I'm saying, CIAA born and bred person on the phone now, because you know it was one-sided, man, you know. But now, well, I have to ask you right quick, Steve. Were you looking forward to anyone, because we already did the CIAA? Are you looking forward to anyone in the CIAA this year?
You know what's interesting about that? I just started really getting back into the CIAA thing and just started doing my research and looking. Virginia, well, because I played trombone, I gotta say, I heard some things. I looked at Virginia State. Their trombone section, you know, is pretty clean. You know, I mean, they got numbers, but as far as overall sound, North Carolina Central. They sound pretty crisp. The numbers are there. Nice brass section. Somebody that shocked me out of the CIAA. Well, I guess I've been gone for a while, but was Livingstone. I didn't even know. It looks like maybe the whole school is in the band now. So that's interesting. So you know. So I mean,
wow.
It looks like you know. They're trying to do something with the CIAA. I mean, it's definitely coming up, whereas it was just used to be one or two bands that would be something. It looks like a conference of, you know, some up and comers. I don't know about the good old international institution of sex. You know, they still tooting. So you know, I mean, as long as they still tooting, man, we gonna wish them the best. Right.
As long as they still move, we wish them the best. Someone make sure that they turn the TV down. I'm hearing a TV feedback. We also have another caller here calling in from the 504 area code. Caller, go ahead and give us your name, where you're calling from, and who you're looking forward to hearing from this season. Caller, are you there? All right, 504. It's something. It must be something over the 504 area code tonight. 718-664-6025. It's the 90 Degree Show. Thanks for listening. We appreciate all the calls this evening. We appreciate the panelists here with the discussion. The Edge, man, I gotta ask you, man, since you came on here, and we're getting somewhat towards the end of the broadcast. We talked about the CIAA and the MEAC and the SEAC, the SIAC. Is there anyone that you were looking forward to in any of those conferences this year?
I was trying. Well, I think it's next week. Bethune plays Tennessee State, and my schedule just didn't work out because I was going to try to go to Nashville with all the power in my body because I want to see Bethune so bad.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the main one. We definitely all agree. On that one, and we'll probably, we'll go back through the tape and we'll hear all the, the most ones we're all listening. And I'm gonna post a blog about the games that we're gonna be covering this year. We're gonna try to be on every week, just like last year, and we'll have a highlighted matchup where we talk about that first. And the listeners, all you people out there listening, you're free to call in and talk about whatever game you attended, any analysis on any bands that you're looking for. We're also going to have the Prunalysis whenever that's will be available, wherever Rashad will travel to, wherever weekend, we'll hear from that as well. So other than that, I guess we'll be getting close to wrapping up the show. I'm going to ask you first, Steve, other than the CIAA, and I know that you're getting back with your feet wet, is there anyone else that you just from nostalgia you remember being good and you probably would be interested in hearing from this year? Steve, you still there?
I remember being being good?
Yeah, or anybody that that I guess that you would be just looking at just as far as a gut feeling of who you would be looking forward to seeing from this year.
Actually, to go Benedict, actually. I'm not sure. Benedict is a school that I don't even remember having a band when I was in school, but I saw some footage of them, and it once again, another one of those schools where it seems like the whole school is invested in the band, and the population of the numbers, the capacity of the school is like, wow, it's 50 people at the school, and somehow it's 60 people in the band. So, I mean, you can't do anything but respect that. So, so the sounds and it's full, so somebody's actually teaching. Someone's starting to teach in the CIAA, and that's what I think the CIAA lacked at first. There wasn't any teaching. There was a lot of just horn playing. But, I think that CIAA is something to look out for. I mean, as far as the investing of the talent of those guys. But, yeah, I would say Benedict, and, of course, like I said, Livingstone, those are two schools that, were unheard of at all. and now, they're trying to make a name for themselves. So, yeah, in my opinion, Benedict and Livingstone would be two to look out for.
That's actually a really good point, just talking about the teaching that's going on now, that's helping out with what's going on. My crowd brother Troy, he was just talking about, the people from Detroit that are out, filling those positions. And you're right, it's good that there's some teaching that's going on. We got Dr. Magruder, who we can vouch for. He's now, at Winston-Salem State. So, I'm looking forward to hearing from them. Anything that they're doing. I think last year, I can't remember who they played, but that battle was real close. And I remember we covered that game last year. I can't remember, but from what I heard, word on the street was that Dr. Magruder let the band listen to the broadcast because, we were being critical and we were breaking down what we saw. And I heard that, he let them hear it. So, they probably could hear about, get some feedback of, what they were doing or what they weren't doing out there. So that's important. And that's, another thing, hopefully, that some of these directors out here, they listen to this show for our analysis. Because we are all experts. We were in the field of battle, you know what I'm saying? And it's really, really important. We're getting to the end of the show, and I want you guys, if possible, you can have your own parting shots. We'll be hearing from all the guys that you hear from tonight throughout the year. We may not hear from on all of them on every show, but this is basically the panel of experts here that we want to hear and be filling the airwaves of the 90 Degree Show. I think there's one other person, Samuel Glover, who marched with me at Smith. He's a drummer from Augusta. We'll see where his job goes. I know he works at this time, but we'll see how that works out with him. So I'm going to go ahead and give out these parting shots. Gary, I'll start with you since, the freshly college-educated degree from Southern, fresh off the map and working in the field. We'll go ahead and hear from you and go ahead and give your parting shots, man.
I'm looking forward to this show. I have big things planned. I have big things planned for the Edge One Productions. Plan on spotlighting everybody this year and just not Southern. I'm gonna try to get around to everybody, J-State, Texas Southern. I'm gonna try to go everywhere. But I see good things coming this year. I can't wait for Friday to get it started.
Well, that's what's up, man. And you definitely have a web page where people can check out all your films, and that's theedge1.com, correct?
Yes, sir. Theedge1.com.
Okay, y'all definitely check out theedge1.com for some great videos as well. Next, I'll go ahead and go to you, Tyrone, with the Marching 8 to 5 guys. I would really appreciate you talking to me, man. Also, man, you got me on LinkedIn, man. I appreciate that. People have been sending me those invitations for I don't know how long, and I was like, man, I'll go ahead and join. But Tyrone, man, anything that you want to hear from, and anything you want us to know about what 8 to 5 is doing?
We pretty much revamped our whole entire website now. You want to go and check that out. It's at marching8to5.com. We got a lot of games that we're trying to feature all up and down the East Coast, and we're trying to branch out to the Southwest as well. We're looking forward to definitely the MEAC Sweat Challenge coming up this weekend and some of the other big games throughout the season. So come and check them out.
That's what's up, man. I'm going to go ahead and throw it to you next, Rashad, the owner of Block Band Music, and also the Prunalysis, the Prune Juice, the Prune Man himself on the fifth quarter. We'll be hearing from you and as well all the time from Block Band and supporting Block Band. So go ahead and give your parting shots out there, Rashad.
All right. First of all, I'll say this. Being from Durham, North Carolina, I definitely got to represent my Central people to say that North Carolina Central is not in the CIAA. They are in the MEAC now. They've been in the MEAC for a couple of years now. Right? I got to give them some credit there. All right. Next thing, the guy from Edward Carr High School, hey, give me a call, 919-698-2560, so we can make sure we hook your band up with music, drill, fat shoes, gloves, and all that type of stuff. Now I had to get that in. Last thing, guys, Southern, anybody that knows me knows that my two favorite bands are Southern and Bethune-Cookman. And, it has just basically had it. Jackson State has been good, but Southern is great. But that merge I saw the other day, I think season is it depends on how their show is, but musically speaking, I think it is Jackson State's season to lose. Honestly, I mean the only way they can be beaten is if they beat themselves. Is what I'm trying to say. I saw the clips of Southern, the Spelling Like My Daddy and the other things that they saw. It was Southern. It was okay. It wasn't perfect. It sounded like a band preparing for the season. The merge from Jackson State sounded like a band in the middle of their season. It was an example of, if I was trying to show somebody what a showstyle band should sound like, I would play that clip. It was awesome. So that's what I got to say. In closing, of course, Block Band will be there to support, all the bands, and I'll get out there as much as I can. Particularly high school band directors and middle school band directors, give me a call, and college band directors as well. Give me a call, and we'll get your band taken care of.
That's outstanding, man. That's outstanding. Maurice had to go. This was, we planned this to be for 60 minutes, but we talked. I went ahead and extended the show, so he had to go. But much love, Maurice. Crab 94 brought us in. one of the most powerful trumpet players I've ever met. And it's between him and the dude Sean Kemp and Troy. You could vouch for them, but I mean, just like 8 people in one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just unbelievable. But Maurice was that dude, and really appreciate his expertise and kind of like the dog father type kind of spirit around us. Troy, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to you. You my crab brother and everything, man. Do you have any parting shots this evening? Hey, Troy, you still there?
My bad. I'm sorry. I put it on mute. Didn't even realize.
It's cool, man.
So I'm looking forward to the season as well, man. I'm looking forward to seeing great things from Jackson State, Tennessee State, Bethune-Cookman, and I'm interested and can't wait to see what my boys from Detroit going to do down at Lane College this year and in the years to come. But I'm definitely excited for the season. Can't wait to get it rolling. And, hey, let's do it.
Sounds good, man. We're going to be definitely, like I said, it's going to be the blog on the blog, blog4.themarchingpodcast.com. We'll be hearing from that, and you'll be checking that out, and we'll post this week the games that we plan to cover. We really appreciate you listening, and we'll have more analysis coming in the future. Let's see here. I'm going to have to wrap up the show. I got all this stuff going on, but, we had the most callers this evening, the most panel guests. There was a whole lot dealing with the switchboard. But check out the website and donate what's in your heart to themarchingpodcast.com. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Thanks to you for listening. And remember, the eye is a better pupil and more willing than the ear. Advice may be misleading, but examples are always clear. See you next time. I think I got everybody. Everybody there? Yeah, we're still broadcasting, but again, thanks to you guys were there. I know everybody, we had to extend it a little bit longer, but much love, much respect to you guys. I know we all got families and we old, but this extra time that we find to do this show, like I say, I'm eternally grateful. So again, thanks to you guys, and looking forward to hearing and talking bands with you guys this year, 2013.
We had to extend the show out because we had so many Jackson State people on.
Right.
We had 7, 8 Jackson State people on the phone. We had to get it all of them in.
And all those 504 callers.
Yeah.
I know.
Keep dropping.
And I can't even end the show just because like this thing is so much. It's like just gotta keep running. I'm trying to get it together so I can end the show. Okay, there's the button right there. All right, guys. Much love, respect. Have a good week at work, and we'll see you next time.
All right, brother. Take care, man.
All right.